Hello everyone, myself Muhammad Nadeem, pursuing mechanical engineering in Ballari Institute of Technology and Management. My seminar topic is on solar storage when sun goes down, vanadium redox flow battery. I am doing this seminar under the guidance of Suraj Vasant Edavalli sir, Assistant Professor of BITM College. So let's start with the content. The contents of vanadium redox flow batteries as follows. First is introduction, types of flow batteries, about vanadium redox flow battery, diagram and components, and cell reactions, characteristics, advantages, disadvantages, and application, and finally conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. The solar energy is the best hope for clean, safe, and abundant energy. The uninterrupted power that modern life demands during the daytime is easy, but at the night time we need to store the energy and supply the current to use for machine use and other supplies, equipments, etc. There is a solution essentially combines a redox flow battery which uses a liquid electrolyte and solar cell. Under the light of solar cell, solar light energy electrons will be stored inside the material like a rechargeable battery. The vanadium redox flow battery is used as rechargeable battery. And the types of flow batteries, there are two types of flow batteries. One is redox flow batteries and another one is hybrid batteries. In redox flow batteries, the further categorized into vanadium redox battery, polysulfide boromide battery, uranium redox flow battery. In hybrid, it is further classified into zinc boronide redox flow battery, zinc chromium redox flow battery, and finally lead acid redox flow battery. Let's discuss about vanadium redox flow battery. The first patent of vanadium redox flow battery was written by Professor Myra Skylus Zakhovs. He is a German professor, and his co-workers in 1986 at University of South Wales in Australia were working and researching about the vanadium redox flow battery. In this vanadium redox flow battery, each cell of vanadium redox flow battery consists of two cells separated by a membrane. Vanadium exists in four different oxidation state, that is as shown in this diagram, V5 plus, V4 plus, V3 plus, V2. This 4 is the same oxidation state, same solution which is used for this process. For the better understanding, the colors are different of this solution and named as V5 plus, V4 plus, V3 plus, V2 plus ions. Both the tanks are same chemical species can be used. This is the flow diagram of redox flow battery. It consists of two cell tanks. One cell tank is connected with the anode and another cell tank is cathode, which consists of two solutions which is separated by a ionic exchange membrane. The membrane is used to transfer the ions, not the solution. The solution will be separated with the help of membrane. And it consists of two electrolyte reservoir, one is positive electrolyte and negative electrolyte. The pumps are used to circulate the solution in the tanks. The anode and the cathode discharge is connected to the load or power source. 3D model. 3D model consists of end plates. There are two end plates and the current collectors, and at the center it is bipolar plate which separates the two plates at the membrane, and finally the membrane at the center. The components consist of various properties and materials like membranes is made up of niphon, and electrodes are made up of carbon or graphite. The bipolar plates are made up of graphite. The collectors are made up of gold plated and copper plated. Tanks are made up of stainless steels. Pumps and end frame and flow frame. In the vanadium redox flow battery, the cell reactions takes place. There are two types of cell reaction. One is charging and another one is discharging. As in this diagram shows that it is the charging cell reaction. In this reaction, the first reduction takes place, then oxidation takes place. In reduction process, V3 plus ion and combines with an electron, which forms V2 plus ion, that is reduction process. In oxidation process, V4 plus ion, and which emits V5 plus ion and one electron, which oxidization takes place in this cell chambers. Let's discuss in detail of charging. The reactants used up in the discharging process are regenerated as products in charging process, which is the discharging product or the outsource of discharging element is the input of the charging element. On the anolyte side of the cell, V3 plus ion is reduced to V2 ion by gaining an electron from anode, and on catholyte side of the cell, V4 ion is oxidized to V5 ion, which loses the electrons or release the electrons to the cathode. This the cell reactions takes the charging process. This input energy can come from the solar energy or wind energy by some energy sources. The battery can be considered as fully charged when almost all the vanadium is anolyte exist V5 plus ions. And let's discuss about the discharging cell reaction. This diagram shows the discharging cell reaction oxidation. In oxidation process, V2 plus ion is emits the V3 ion plus one electron, that is in this cell. In reduction process, V5 plus ion combines with one electron, which forms the V4 plus ion, which is reduced. This is known as reduction process. In this reduction process takes place. Let's discuss in further discharging process. In electrolyte solution, the V2 plus ion is oxidized to go V3 plus ion, and then electron is released to the electrode. The electrode takes on the negative charge when it accepts the electron, so it refers to as anode. On the other side of the cell, V5 plus ion is reduced to V4 ion, takes in an electron from the electrode. Since the electrode is long positive charge, it is called as cathode. The energy is stored in chemical potential of the reactants. This is the charging and the discharging process. With this cell reaction, the charging and the discharging takes place when the external power source is taken or the power load is taken from the battery. After the discharging process, in the electrical equipments current, when the current is supplied, the load source or the energy storage capacity get discharged or get empty, then the cycle repeats of discharging and charging. And further, let's discuss about the characteristics of the battery, vanadium redox flow battery. It has high power comparing to the other batteries like lead acid battery. It has long duration. The system is refillable. the solution which is taken in the tank can be refillable easily and it is easily available. Electrolytes can be easily replaced. Most redox reaction are very rapid, fast reaction kinetics, which makes the reaction time very short, about 1 per 1000 seconds, 1 cycle per 1000 seconds. The one full cycle efficiency of the battery is relatively low, that is 75 to 80%. Due to this, the energy needed to circulate the electrolyte and loses due to chemical reaction, that is forming of hydrogen. And let's discuss shortcomings of vanadium redox flow battery over lead acid battery. Let's discuss with the advantages. The advantages of the batteries are: it has more efficiency, that is 65 to 75%. Self discharging is more. Energy density, the amount of energy measured in watt per hour which is stored in 1 liter of solution. In 1 liter of solution, the energy density of the vanadium redox flow battery is up to 15 to 25 watts per liter. The depth of the charge, it has more number of cycle than the lead acid battery. The number of cycles are more than the lead acid battery. It is very safe and it is very environmental safe. It is harmless. Let's discuss about the disadvantages of vanadium redox battery over lead acid battery. It has large size than lead acid battery. Capital cost is more comparing to it. Maintenance cost is slightly more. Pumps required to circulate the solution, an external source for the charge. Electrolytes start precipitating. Corrosion of bipolar plates. Puncture of membrane. Due to puncture of membrane, the solution gets combined with each other and the ions get V2, V4 ions will get shuffled. The solution will get mixed up. The charge discharging cycle reaction does not exist in this. Leakage of the cell tanks. If minor any leakage of the cell tank, there is a loss of solution. Applications of vanadium redox battery. It is used in various stationary electrical storages. It is used in power station. It is used in industries, large scale industries. It can be used in uninterrupted power supply as UPS. Combination with renewable energies like wind, solar power generations. Solar power stations. Major solar power stations are solar power stations. Energy supply for telecommunication systems. So guys, my conclusion over this topic is, it awares me about the new eco-friendly technologies like vanadium redox flow battery. It is promising an energy storage technology when sun goes down. I believe it would take too long to overcome this limit and realize the commercialization of this technology. So I end this topic. Thank you.